Good morning. Can't necessarily see me. I don't really want y'all to see me because I didn't even try to do anything to my face or anything today. But I called to resign from KV because of how draining it's been feeling, and I just don't believe my heart is really in this profession, and it's not even just that. Yeah. So yesterday, I come home from work after a long day. Mind you, it's Wednesday. It's the third day. So I'm drained. I worked last week too. I was drained from that, but I was on my period, so it was but I was drained from that too. So I'm over here, as a part of studying my human design. I'm over here okay, I don't know, because I feel like when I know something about myself, it's so hard to ignore the shit that I know now. So it's like, now that I know that, girl, I would be wrong as fuck to ignore it, knowing how that I operate a certain way, knowing that something triggers me a certain way, knowing what the fuck I know. It would be crazy for me to just ignore that. And it's like, now at this point, I'm not honoring my body. I'm not honoring my path, my will, or whatever. So, Monday, if you ask me, Monday was cool as fuck. There was no issues Monday. Tuesday comes, and the person that I'm working with, I just felt like our energies didn't align. And I'm not one to try and take something away from somebody, because it's like, if that's how you operate, that's how you operate. Who am I to try and change you? I'm not one to do that. And I feel like if two things don't just connect, then it just doesn't connect. I'm literally the type that's like, who am I to force anything? Especially being that I'm at a state of not forcing shit. So it's just obviously not working. So I'm falling back, basically. Because she has more of an energy that's controlling, in a sense. She wants to take control. And I don't believe she was paying attention to the things that she was doing. This is why I'm just saying, our energies didn't align. And, she has her own reality going on, and that was so evident for me. That was very evident. So I just allowed that to happen. I was like, okay, cool. But Wednesday come, and no, this is still Tuesday. I felt like, low-key, they was trying to make it seem as if I wasn't doing anything, but they're not understanding that I'm looking at I'm literally in the situation, looking at the picture, and I'm just like, it's just not gonna work. Because she doesn't even, allow space for help. And it's like, she just had that energy of just wanting to place people where she wants them. But I'm not that type of person, honestly. And then I'm not even one to just disrespect people. So they're telling me to do something, and I'm not listening, because no. Just no. No. Just no. And I don't even want to get too deep into what the fuck, because it's literally not even just something purposely targeting me. It's just the circumstance. That's just how it was. That's just how she is. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. And I don't want people to believe that there's something behind that. Or I don't want them to believe that there was something behind it, because it's not. But I'm also a firm believer in just flowing. Allowing the things that are meant for me to be meant for me. And that wasn't meant for me. Or in a sense, maybe it was meant for me to see that I just didn't need to be there. But Wednesday comes and it's the same thing. And I feel like I was just more so over it Wednesday because I could also read her body language. And her body language, she wasn't fucking with me. And that's understandable. She wasn't. I can sense the irritability because I'm coming up to you to communicate to you something about a camper, and you're literally walking off as I'm like talking to you, and it's like okay, just no. So by the time I got home, I'm drained, and I feel it in my body. I'm drained. So I decided, I also just got paid, so I'm buying groceries, all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna close my eyes for like 20 minutes just to rest. My eyes are closed for those 20 minutes, but y'all, I wasn't sleepy. I literally was up the whole 20 minutes, and all I could think about is you need to say something. You need to call and say something. You need to call and use your voice. Break out of those boundaries. I mean, not boundaries. Start building boundaries for yourself. Stop allowing people to feel as though they can just. And it's not even allowing people to feel like that. It's just speak up for yourself. It's okay to speak up for yourself. It's okay to set those boundaries for yourself. It's okay to say what you want. Because if you were to react and not communicate, like that would be an issue on your behalf. So I decide I'm going to react. I'm going to communicate instead of, placing myself in a predicament to have to react. So I get in contact with the person that's one of the people that's over me, and I'm basically giving him the breakdown like, yeah, I feel like her need to like control is kind of triggering for me. Her need to like have a handle on everything is triggering for me. These are children. Children are going to make mistakes. This is the summer camp. We're here to have fun. Why are we yelling all day? Why are we yelling every fucking second? Why are we getting mad at this child because she can't stay in line? Like, you gotta understand, these kids, they know how to stay in line. It's not that they don't know how to. They just got out of school. Like, this is shit that they have to do all year. Like, I'll be hopping my ass the fuck up out of line too. Low key, high key, actually. Like, they're not understanding. We're literally taking free will away from kids as they're getting older. Like, we're snatching this shit out of the children. We're snatching their true forms, their true selves out of them. So I'm just not fucking with it. Like I understand, having certain rules and shit. I understand having certain things that we have to go by. But like, this is not even fun anymore for me. And this would have been my fourth year. This was my fourth year, but it's not even fun anymore. Like, it's draining, and this is the third day, and I'm not gonna put wear and tear on my body. I'm not. So I'm telling him all of this, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to the other people, see what we can do, whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Then I get a text, and it's, "Yeah, so we decided we're gonna allow y'all to finish the week off. So continue being drained for the rest of the week, and it's Wednesday and I'm drained enough." And then go say, just let us know what we can do to support you so that you don't continue to feel burnt out. The feeling is already there. Like, this is what I'm doing so that you can support me. I'm literally coming to you. I'm telling you now what you can do. I'm telling you I can't handle it. I'm telling you I'm triggered, and you're telling me, okay, stick it out for 2 more days. No. I'm burnt out now. I'm triggered now. No. Absolutely not. No. And it's so crazy, y'all, because I wake up. Mind you, I didn't go to sleep till like 10:30. And that's like not even a part of my bedtime. So I'm going to sleep at like 10:30. I'll be sleeping for around roughly 6 hours. So I decide, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 4:30. Wake up at 4:30. And I'm just like, bro. I woke up at 4:30, but I laid in bed until like 5:09. So I'm doing a meditation closer to like 5 o'clock. I'm doing a meditation, and it wasn't even a meditation. Like, it was supposed to be a meditation, but it wasn't a meditation. She literally was talking about, are you drifting in life? And then goes to proceed to say or give examples on what's drifting, or journal prompts on if we could tell if we're drifting or not. So she's asking questions like, are you just doing stuff just to like have something in line? Are you doing stuff just to be able to say, oh, like, I'm doing something, you know? And I'm not journaling, but I'm literally answering the question so simply. I'm just laying there thinking in my head. And her response is, if your answer was yes to most of these questions, you're drifting. And so I'm like, damn. Okay. So I already got it in my head. Yeah, it's not going to last long at all. I'm telling myself I give it by the week. I go and listen to my podcast. I love to listen to a podcast in the morning. I go to listen to a podcast. Why the fuck is she talking about the same shit? Mind you, this is a different person talking about the same shit. And I'm telling myself, bro, this is quite literally a fucking sign. And if I don't take it, I'm the fool. I'm literally the fool if I don't take it. Because I sit here and I ask for signs. And you know how crazy it is to sit there and beg to see a sign, beg to understand, and then you get a sign and you don't take it? That's kind of like a slap to the universe. That's kind of like you saying, girl, fuck you. Like, and I literally would rather not. Because I've gotten this far. I've been able to finally hear, to finally understand, to finally recognize. So I'm just like, oh, girl. I literally sat on the toilet. I'm not even using the toilet. I literally, in my bathroom, I just sat. And I'm over here contemplating, like, damn, I'm probably about to resign today. I'm probably about to call him and tell him I'm never coming back again. Then I get on TikTok concerning a book that was spoken about in the drift meditation comment section. That's where I found that at, because somebody mentioned The Artist's Way. And so I screenshotted it just out of curiosity. I did. But then I'm listening to the podcast, and she was like, yeah, I'm doing The Artist's Way. And I'm just like, So I go look up The Artist's Way on TikTok, and I'm reading the comments, and everybody's just like, yeah, like, I wasn't prepared for the things that I would, realize. It was a lot of synchronicities, and I was scared. I haven't finished the book, da 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 da. And so I'm like, damn. Then I checked the time. Why the fuck is it 5:55? And as far as I know, that means change. So I just decided, I'm going to call these people. Cause that was 4 fucking signs right there in a row. At that, I'm gonna call these people. Cause I feel like if I'm to take my happy-go-lucky ass to work in this rain, mind you, it's thunder and storming, all type of shit. If I take my happy-go-lucky ass in this rain to go to a place that I'm not really feeling, I'm gonna be drained. I'm probably not gonna come back home happy. Like, I would be a little slow. I would. So I call. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm probably gonna resign. I don't feel like things are really aligned with me in KB anymore. I feel like I'm easily triggered. Things just doesn't add up anymore. And this is not to tarnish her. This is not to tarnish my group. It's just not working for me personally. He was more so concerned about KB. For sure. It wasn't like he dismissed me, but he definitely had more concerns about KB because he said, "Can you get me to the end of the week and we can try and find you a replacement?" Because, um, mind you, nobody's giving a fuck about the fact that I'm burnt out and it's the third day. Nobody's giving a fuck about the fact that I'm burnt out and it's the third day. And I can't live my life like this. I can't. I won't. And it's crazy. Like, I had fear during both of those phone calls. I did. But you'll never understand what fear could bring out of you if you just like stay away from it. So I was able to call the first person. I was able to call the person that was over me and be like, this is how I feel. It's just not gonna work for me. Nothing happened. Okay, cool. We're going to the next person. Call him. I'm gonna do this because I spoke about how I felt and how it didn't work for me, and obviously nothing's gonna change. So this is just what I'm gonna do. And it's not to say that these people don't give a fuck. I get that they have a company to run. They do. So it's certain things. And look, I'm sitting over here. I can go ahead and flip this bitch out. I'm sitting over here, my septum piercing all up my nose, tickling my nose all day and shit. Like, I just can't. I literally just want to be free. I just want to be Kaylin. I just want to be me. So if it causes for me to take a leap of faith, I'm going to just have to take that fucking leap of faith and be fine. And not have to sit over here and ponder about, I just no. Just no. It's just no. Absolutely not. I just don't feel like it. I don't. So I purchased the book. I purchased it on TikTok. I'm starting to think I should have purchased it on what's it called? I should have just did the audio book, but I kind of wanted to read. Like, I'm so over like being on the phone. I kind of am. Let me see. Because if I could purchase it online, I'm going to just do that. Okay, there, I got it. Okay, I did it. Well, yeah, no, I'm probably just gonna listen to it, read it, and just take some notes. I would have preferred to have the book, I can't lie, so that I could like highlight and stuff, but it don't hurt to take notes. I have nothing but time on my hands now, so I'm cool. But yeah, no, that was my morning. It just felt like I came this far. Literally, I came this far to try and like clear my body out of like heavy foods and stuff. I really haven't even been eating lately. And I haven't been eating lately because I want to be able to hear myself more. I want to be able to feel and understand myself more. I felt like I couldn't do that, and I allowed a lot of confusion to come through me when I, just lived incorrectly. And I don't feel like it anymore. Because I feel like I've graduated college, and like I'm a very productive person. I need to be productive. And just sitting at home is not productive for me. So yeah. Yeah. I literally was just talking to Malik about this yesterday. And the things he was saying, it's like I understand. But when I am at a place of where I already have my mind made up, it's like, girl, I don't want to hear that shit. So he's basically telling me, oh, I don't even know what his point was trying to be. And in a sense, it could have been projection. But it just gets so hard because I be wanting to talk to people about this type of shit. But it's like for my past specifically, there's nobody who understands. So that's why I literally don't allow too many people to give me advice. Because people just don't get it. They just don't understand it. And it's like I know what I'm feeling is valid. I know what I'm feeling is true at that. Because not a lot of people have the same relationship that I have with myself. Like I trust myself. I can actually believe what I say is something that I actually want or don't want. Like I trust myself enough to know if I'm making the right decision or not. I've been heavily independent since I was fucking 15. That's 7 years. 7 years of listening to myself. 7 years of doing what Kaylin wants to do, and this is how fucking far I've got. Based off of being the person who navigated my own life. And it's so crazy to say, yes, I've been through traumatic shit, but I have not been through that many traumatic, things. Because I'm aware, like I know, like I understand. I've always understood rules, always, always. So it's like I'm a very careful person, very analytical. So if anything, before I put myself in harm's way, I'm going to avoid it. If anything, I'm literally going to avoid it by simply just not dealing with it. Even if I don't open my mouth and communicate, I'm just not going to show up. I'm just not going to do, you know. And it be those moments that I do communicate that don't go nowhere for me, that just make me feel like, okay, well, I can show you better than I can tell you. Because I literally just told you, and you feeling whatever. But it's cool. So yeah, now we got this book. I'm gonna do some research or whatever. And yeah. just that. That's my morning. That's how that went. Probably finna get up, make some coffee, probably get something. Ooh, I could make a smoothie. I don't know if I'm feeling a smoothie right now, though. I don't know. We're gonna see. It might have to be a smoothie because if I drink coffee, I'm gonna have to eat. I don't feel like eating. So hey, mm, now we just sit and wait. Sit and be patient. Not even sit, just figure it out. It'll be cool. But yeah, this was cool. Um, God's not gonna put you in a situation that you're not ready for. You're obviously ready, baby. You taking the steps quick as fuck at that. So shout out to you. Love you. Have a good day. Do what you gotta do. Hopefully you come back and update some way somehow. But I know you're gonna get something done today. Love you.